but we're going to go into the Cruise division right now and move on. And I still have to score one of these matchups, and it's going to be tough. Um, so, our opening contest of the round of 16 in the Cruise division, we have the Burj Khalifa climb from Mission Impossible 4 Ghost Protocol, and we've established in the last one, that ends with Tom Cruise getting back to the original spot in the
Yes.
scene. That
The
one,
swing.
yeah, the swing and back in the window. That took out Batman versus Superman's warehouse fight scene with a 10-0 margin from myself, and it won 19-1. So, pretty impressive scene.
Yeah.
And that is taking on the Big Three versus Thanos fight from Avengers Endgame, which won over the Predator, which was the Dutch versus the Predator fight to end the movie. How do you score Ghost Protocol taking on Avengers?
I did 7-3 Mission Impossible.
I'm going to shock you. I went 9-1 Mission Impossible.
Okay. Yeah.
So, I don't know if there's another scene in this tournament that gives me the same amount of tension and fear that Ghost Protocol does.
Mm-hmm.
If Ghost Protocol is eventually going to take this tournament, I think that's what's going to win. Is the amount of human tension and fear you have while watching
Yeah.
the scene.
Yeah. I think the word would be like primal, where it
Yes.
just literally hits you in your fear.
Yes. Uh, the way my wife would describe it, just that real poke right where you don't want to be poked.
Yeah.
Just like, that doesn't feel good. I don't like that.
Yeah.
So, Ghost Protocol that scene is shot perfectly, and the stunt work, the choreography is second to none. And Tom Cruise is doing it, which makes it even more impressive.
Yeah.
So the reason I went so strongly into the Mission Impossible stuff is I try as hard as I can to not allow movie history to dictate what I'm going to say about the specific scene. I think the character work for Captain America against Thanos is impeccable. And it's one of the most earned scenes in film history. Where you have 10 years building to, I knew someone was fucking worthy and I knew it was this guy. And again, it's one of the best scenes I've ever seen in the theater because everyone knows what's happening and they don't care because they finally get what they wanted to see.
Sure.
Having said that, though, the fight and the choreography to get to just Captain America versus Thanos is cool and it's fun, but it's not so special that you're wowed. And it's really a moment that's earned over multiple movies that makes that scene iconic. Great. It's not the scene itself.
So, another justification for Mission Impossible that I just thought of is you could show the Mission Impossible scene to any moviegoer,
Yes.
and they will be thrilled by that scene.
Yeah.
It will hit that primal of like fear, anxiety.
Yes.
If you show the Endgame scene, there's going to be quite a population that just does not care because they don't care about Marvel or those characters.
And even if they care, they don't understand the impact of that moment. You have to watch 10 years of cinema.
Yeah, you have to watch every single MCU movie.
You have to watch half the movies of the MCU to understand why that moment is what it is. And if you know it, it's incredible. And it's one of the best earned scenes in movie history because you finally get the payoff that you're like, yes, I knew it.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't, it doesn't have the same impact. And that's where I think Ghost Protocol, that for me was... I gave the 1 point to Endgame because the one thing it does have in terms of showing an audience is it shows the relentlessness Captain America has to defend his friends and the people that he's defending. So that is great character work for Cap,
Yeah.
and which is why I will eternally always be a Captain America and not an Iron Man guy, because he's Marvel's version of when everyone's running this way, that motherfucker's going that way. You know, he's the guy that's like,
Yeah.
everyone's running away from the problem, he's going towards the problem. And I'm fucking here for that. So, Cap's my guy. So, that is why I gave it the point that it has for me, but I went 9-1 Ghost Protocol.
Okay. Yeah.
That is a 16-4 win for Mission Impossible 4 Ghost Protocol. And it punches its ticket into the Sweet 16.